Hey, what's up, guys? Gemini, and I'm going to ask the YWC a question right now. Do you still love pro wrestling? Do you? Do you still love pro wrestling? I was watching the DVD the other day, and I was questioning myself whether or not I love pro wrestling or not. And you know what the answer was? Hell yes. You don't just turn off being a wrestling fan because it's got some shitty product. You don't just turn it off after 20-something years of watching. I watched this kid make this video the other day and talk about how wrestling's boring, and people all the time come up to me and they say, "Do you still watch wrestling?" Who really watches that? I watch it, motherfuckers. I watch it. I still love it to the day. Question to you. Do you still love pro wrestling? You know where the comment section is. If you love it, write it loud, write it proud, Daddy. Do you love pro wrestling? You want a good test about if you really love pro wrestling or not? How about the 4 letters that every wrestling fan hates to hear? F-A-K-E. If that still makes you mad on the inside, when you're working with someone, when someone's on the bus, when you're talking to someone in the classroom, and they say, "Hey, why do you watch wrestling? It's fake." If that pisses you off, you still love pro wrestling, god damn it. Because it pisses me off. Huh? How about that right there? Does that make you mad? Do you still love pro wrestling? I do. And when people say that word right there, why do you watch? It's fake. And it makes you mad, then you still love pro wrestling. Right there. People want to talk shit and act cool because they like UFC because WWE is fake. Huh? How about that right there? How about that right there? If you want to know if you still love pro wrestling or not, move Cena out of the way. How about that? Take a look at your DVDs. Think about your life with them. And think about what life would be like giving up this masterpiece. Giving up the 1997 Royal Rumble San Antonio. Giving up the 1996 Royal Rumble Fresno. Giving up the 1995 Royal Rumble in Florida, Tampa, Florida. Giving up the 1994 Royal Rumble in Providence, Rhode Island. Giving up the 1993 Royal Rumble in the Arco Arena. Huh? How about that right there? Huh? SummerSlam. Huh? Do you still love pro wrestling? Fuck yeah. I'm not giving any of these tapes up to nobody. These are my jewels in life because my love for pro wrestling is real and it doesn't go away because some son of a bitch says the Mega Powers, Hogan and Savage sucked. It doesn't work for me that way. It doesn't work at all. And I ain't giving up any of these. I still love pro wrestling to this day. And I know you do too. Huh? How about Fall Brawl 2000 and WCW and all its shittiness? I still have this tape 13 years later because I love pro wrestling. And you guys need to find it in your heart. Do you still love pro wrestling? Do you still live for it? You know how I know that you guys still love wrestling and you still have it in your heart? Because every April when WrestleMania rolls around, we all go crazy for it, and we all want that Undertaker and Shawn Michaels moment. We all want to see CM Punk fight The Undertaker. We all want that big star to return to WrestleMania for one more match, because we still love pro wrestling. No matter what, the love is there, without question. And these are the words, as a wrestling fan, that none of us want to hear. You might have that. I'll tell you a little story. I was working with this cool guy about 2 or 3 years ago. And he comes up to me. He finds out I'm a big old wrestling fan. He comes up to me and he says, "Hey, Jam, Matt, I met John Cena in Las Vegas. And he was awesome. I got his autograph. And I love meeting the wrestlers. I met him in Las Vegas. And me and him, we talked wrestling all that afternoon. And it was awesome. And the next day, when the boss was standing there and he was standing with me, I told him, I'm like, hey man, you should tell the boss about wrestling and stuff. And you know what this guy did? He got all embarrassed and said, man, I don't watch wrestling, I watch UFC. That's what I'm saying. He didn't love wrestling. He's a fake, he's a phony. But do you love pro wrestling? Hell yeah, motherfuckers. Huh? That right there is wrestling that never will die. And pro wrestling fans have more guts and passion than UFC fans. We're the greatest fans on earth. We love our craft. We stand by our craft no matter how bad it gets. Gemini, I'm out. Do you love pro wrestling still?